Hey, hey, it's Harley the VOA, and I got what will hopefully be a quick one for you today. So, as you can see, I'm not in my booth today. This is one of the rare instances that I'm out in the wild. My family is out of the house, so I just wanted to take advantage of this really great lighting that I get from this window to make a really quick video for you. So, it's the beginning of a new month. If you are in voice acting like I am, you may have heard that it's a good idea to track your audition numbers. It's great to track your numbers so that way you know how productive you're being in getting those auditions out, and you can even track your booking ratios. So I put together this spreadsheet to make it easier to keep track of frequency, how frequently you're auditioning, and of course when you're actually booking auditions. And as a result, because of the way that I set up the spreadsheet, you can actually track your booking ratio at the same time. So I'm going to share my screen here. So as you can see, this is the spreadsheet. It is just simply titled Blank Audition Tracking. To keep it super simple, up here is going to be the link to the instructional video, which is what you're watching right now. All right, so after you follow all of the steps, feel free to delete this link up here, no problem. I won't be offended at all. But if you ever get confused about the formatting, if you ever get confused about the formatting, you'll be able to click this video. Link will be here, but you can delete it. Okay. So when you first go to the spreadsheet, you're going to, and this is from later in the video that I just remembered to add it in, so that might be why it looks a little weird. However, you're going to do a file and make a copy. You can name it anything that you want because this is copying it to your own Google Drive. You don't need to do any of this stuff here. And then just hit make a copy and it will do exactly that, copy it in, and then you can go ahead and edit it in your own Google Drive. So just a quick summary of the purpose of this spreadsheet. Obviously, is to keep tabs on auditions that you submit. So when I originally created this, I really only wanted to keep tabs on the submitted auditions, but now I've also added received because that helps me see, um, helps with the fluctuation that happens throughout the week, throughout the month, even reviewing previous months. I'll be able to see that those times when it feels like, oh, nothing came in, you can go back and see how many auditions did you actually receive. Of course, you can also, for this particular column, I just added it as ACX or other because there have been occasions where I've done ACX auditions, or I've seen great opportunities on Reddit. I'm not really on any rosters right now, as far as I know, because I haven't received any auditions. But this will be a good way to, or if you're on X, I guess is what they call it. If you're on Twitter, if you're on Blue Sky, wherever it is that you might be receiving auditions, you can relabel this however you like. This is just what I chose to go with. So I started tracking what the number of auditions that I've received in each of these categories, the number of auditions that I have submitted in each of these categories, broken down by day. And then when I do book, I always make sure that I add a mark in the booked column. So as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. I am using Google Docs. You have the ability down here to convert it to a table. I don't. It's just a personal preference. But let me show you what to do at the beginning of a month. So you'll just very easily click on this little arrow right next to it. And you want to duplicate it. It gives you the exact same thing, but named copy. Super easy to go in. I just double click and change it to the new month. Right now, today is actually April the 1st when I'm recording this. All right, now for the changing of the dates. If you type in the date, if you type in the date correctly, there we go. And grab, see, there's like a little knob in the bottom right corner. Grab that and drag it down. It fills in all the dates for you. And it's smart enough that it didn't give me April 31st. It stopped. So we're going to just clear that one out because we don't need it. Now you can do the same thing by typing the date and dragging it down. Another thing that you can do is I'm doing a grab, shift, how can I say it? I'm highlighting all of the dates here. So clicking on that first cell, placing or pressing shift on my keyboard, and then clicking the bottom cell. So now all of that is highlighted. You can do a control or a command C on your keyboard. Also, if you prefer using a mouse for whatever reason, I believe you can do it from here too. Yeah, hit edit and copy. Click over here. Now I'm going to right click, do paste special, values only. So that way it doesn't change the color of my columns. You could change the colors to whatever you want. I only did different colors to make it stand out a little better for me, easier to spot where I need to put things, that sort of thing. Also, feel free to rearrange it. You can put received, submitted, booked, whatever floats your boat, essentially. All right, there we go. And deleting this one because it's nothing there. Okay, back to the minimal tutorial that I don't know how long I've been yammering. If you're working from maybe last month you had data, you filled in all of these as you went throughout the month, just highlight everything like this and then press delete on your keyboard. Really easy, plain and simple. You want to keep this last one because this is actually a formula. The formula is just taking the sum from I3 that's here. Actually, if we hit click up here in the formula box, you can see there's a little orange, what do you call it? Orange dashed outline, I guess, for the area that is being summed, being used to sum. So if for some reason you've accidentally deleted a formula, this is the formula. You're just using the sum function and highlighting the cells that you need. So that will add up throughout the month as you go. And then when you get to the bottom, this formula will give you all of your total auditions. So here you can see it's going to add up this column. You see it says M3 through M33. So that's all of this. Now, one thing that, let's see, and it also adds up jobs booked, and that's adding up this column here. And then to figure out your booked ratio, super easy. You divide the number of auditions you've booked by the number of auditions that you submitted. That's it. It's very simple. In fact, let's just make up some numbers really quick. So let's say we submitted 200 auditions and booked 5. Here's calculating my booked ratio at 2.5% if that were the case. It's up to you to decide if it's good or bad. I just want you to have the information. Then over here, we have a goal column. So it's really simple. You put in your goals for what you want to attain for the month. So if, for example, you decide that you want to do 10 auditions per day and you want to only work during weekdays, then that's just a rough estimate on a normal 30-day week, on a normal 30-day month. It's a rough estimate of about 22 days. So if you were trying to do 10 auditions every day for all 22 days of any given month, 10 times 22, that'll give you 220 auditions. So it's really easy for you to take a look and decide if you're on track. There you go. It's pretty straightforward. If I put in a number and I'm at any point in the month, if I'm not close, then I know if I need to ramp it up. If you're ahead, then great, keep going. And then, of course, booked ratios, the higher you get, the better. It's going to look funny until you book something or until you like put a number here, probably. Let's see. Let's just say I did something like that, for example. So now I hit 10 today, 10 auditions submitted, but I haven't booked anything. I haven't booked anything, so this month my booking ratio is 0. That's pretty much it. Just a really straightforward tracker that I've been using. Um, I did hit my goal number last month. Not my booking ratio. The booking ratio is not what I want it to be just yet, but I did hit the goal number of auditions for last month. So I am increasing my goal number up. Actually, to be completely transparent, I'm doubling my goal number because even if I keep the booking ratio that I have right now that I'm not super thrilled about, it'll still be, in theory, if I double my auditions, I can double how many things I book. And, that's something that you can track ongoing with having a tracker like this. So that's pretty much it. I tried to keep it short and I probably failed miserably, but it is what it is. I don't really have a lot of like voice acting tips per se so far, because I still consider myself pretty new in the industry. But I am booking sometimes. I am doing coachings and doing training and lots of practice along the way. But I'm using a lot of ums. I'm trying to get better. Let's try one more time. Okay. And that's it. Just a little tracker that I put together that my accounting brain couldn't let go of, having a way, a tangible way to keep tabs on how many auditions I'm submitting, how many auditions I'm even receiving, because sometimes it feels like it's the dry desert out here, but actually seeing numbers and seeing the ebbs and flows really helps me to not start panicking. So hopefully that's something that can help you too. Feel free, like I said, to grab the link from the description. Feel free to make a copy of it and start tracking your own numbers. And if this is helpful for you, please leave a comment on the video. Let me know even if you think it sucks, feel free. I'm happy and open to changing it if somebody has some better suggestions. This is just what I came up with. So that's it. Good luck out there. Hit those auditions, and your homework is to test out tracking yourself this month. See how you do. And that's it for today. Have a good one. That was terrible. Okay. That's it. Bye.